Hey everybody, Rob from MTBMichigan.
Because what could get more cool than a fat pastor on a mountain bike, really?
What could get more cool than a fat pastor on a mountain bike? A healthy pastor on a mountain bike. That is why I'm really going to be focusing on my personal health journey on my vlog. As you guys know, over the last year, you've gotten to see that big guys can ride bikes, big guys can have fun. Unfortunately, big guys get hurt more when they fall down, and older guys take longer to heal. So these are some things we've learned on my vlog journey, if you will. That being said, I am gonna focus my personal health journey a little more. As you know, I've not only shown that big guys can have fun, but I've also shown, you know, some of the longer rides I've done to kind of prove that we can push it, we can do it, we can work out, and, you know, we don't have to limit ourselves. And I've been pretty happy about that. But now it's time to get serious. So, in getting serious, I did some things, and I've been doing them for a while. Over the last year, you saw, if you watched my videos, you could definitely tell that I lost some weight, and that's a good thing. But then my ankle injury happened, and coronavirus happened, and yada, yada, yada. Weight's not so easy to keep off. But no more crying, no more complaining. Over the last year, I'm going to tell you what I did to be able to lose weight for the first time. See, long story short, I had been thin and healthy, we'll say, until 2004, 2005, when I had a blood pressure med change. And I've had hereditary high blood pressure, so I don't really, you know, think much of that. But I had a change that made it safer on my kidneys. Major side effect was weight gain. So I've had to deal with that. And every year, since as far as I can remember, I've ridden a minimum of 700 miles a year. And, you know, I average about 1,000 miles a year is what I've averaged since 2010. And, you know, all I've really done is maintain what I had. A slight gain every year, here or there, a couple pounds a year, you know, until it got way out of hand. And I would ride to at least maintain my health. And unfortunately, losing weight was very hard. So last year, first thing we worked on was, for the last couple years, my wife and I have been working on a diet that's sustainable. And it's not a paleo, it's not a whole, you know, keto or vegan, anything like that. It's just a legitimate diet that gives a decent amount of nutrients and is sustainable, which is very important. So, after finding a diet that's sustainable, riding my 1,000 last year before the injury, I had actually dropped close to 50 pounds. Maybe it was a little over for the first time. And that was exciting. So I thought the puzzle was going in the right direction. And then I broke my ankle. And so now I got to rebuild, and I got to take it a little more seriously, because then I hit 50. The next thing I did was, for the first time, I believe the first time in 29 years of marriage to my wife, I broke down and I bought a scale. And I got on the scale, and it said 1 at a time, please. And I said, well, I am only one. And it said, you gotta be kidding. And, you know, I said, rawr. And it fell in line very quickly. It's very important to have a scale, because honestly, I've always been shooting in the dark as to what was working and what wasn't. So I got a scale. And I'm going to check my weight weekly. Now, as you know, I've been doing things called the Fat Pusher Challenge, but there's There are a lot of guys with much more, much bigger YouTube channels than mine. Like Robert from the biker channel. You know him? Hey, it only takes a bike to be a biker. You know, that guy. He's a pretty cool guy. Plus his name's Robert, so who could not like him? Anyway, he and another guy, the Daily MTB writer, I believe, are doing hashtag Tubby 2020 challenge with each other. And they've kind of opened it up. And now I've been doing my fat pushers to see what I can do and push my fat self. It's been more of a personal thing, and I know some people have joined on the journey and done their own fat pusher challenges, different rides and things to see what they could do. But I am going to look at taking this Tubby 2020 thing seriously. It's 2020. I am clearly tubby, and it's time to do something about it. So, like I said, I've been working on it, and that's the plus. This is not something I'm going to try and fail, and give up in 5 minutes, because this is serious. I've got to deal with my health. So I bought the scale. I've been figuring out a diet that's sustainable and provides all the right vitamins and nutrients, ego powers, if you will, for those of you Nacho Libre fans. So that's that. I've been learning about, that was really cool. I just had a hawk fly right over my head. I don't know if it was behind me or not, but I've been learning about heart rate zones because I got an active watch, so it's got a really good heart rate thing. I've been reading about that. So I got this gravel bike. I've been doing longer road rides and gravel rides to try and, work in the weight loss to aerobic zone, heart rate zones, to deal with that. So that's going to happen. My goal here is 3 days a week of either the trainer or the bike. And then I did something else right before coronavirus, and I'm not comfortable with the idea. It's more so because I've had pneumonia 5 times. I'm not going to get into the politicizing of the matter, but I've had pneumonia 5 times. So if there's any sickness out there, coronavirus or other, I'm really not in the mood to push my luck. So I'm not comfortable with this idea, but I already paid the money back in March. I've got a gym membership. Gyms just recently opened in Michigan again, reopened. And, I'm paying for it, so I'm going to use it. I am going to the gym, and I'm going to do 3 days of weights and 3 days of cardio. And that's kind of my goal. And every time I post a health and a personal health journey vlog, I'm going to do something I've never really willingly done. And that's, I'm going to share my weight. Fortunately, I feel a little better. Even though, the first time getting on the scale, I was so upset by it. I ate an entire carton of ice cream. Because I didn't know that numbers spun that fast, but I am going to publish my weight on this video right off of my app that ties to my scale, and I'm going to track this stuff. So I guess you could say I'm officially entering the Tubby 2020 lifestyle, and I'm officially going to deal with this stuff. Because quite frankly, the weight I've gained back from my injury and just the slow recovery, I don't want to get in a rut. And it's easy to get in a rut if you're not moving forward. So I got to try something to motivate myself and move forward. I've been dealing with this as much as I can. And now I'm going to publicly hold myself accountable. And that's the story. So I guess that's really all I have to say on this vlog. Hopefully, you know, I'm not the only one who's going to take this journey. Like I said, I know some of the bigger YouTubers, there's a couple of them doing it. I don't even consider myself a YouTuber. I'm just a guy who likes to share stories from time to time. But that's the story. I've already dealt with my eating, I'm dealing with my eating, but I got to deal with the mentality of some things, because, you know, if you don't see success, you do want to eat a carton of ice cream or a whole bag of pretzels, chocolate shake, something like that. So I'm going to deal with those things, getting stronger against those things while I work on this. I'm going to be open and honest about my weight, and, you know, and sharing it, and I'm going to work. I know some of you guys have encouraged me by saying I've encouraged you. So now I'm going to take it the next step and deal with not just showing that we can ride, but I'm going to deal with my health. I'm going to man up, put on my big boy pants, and deal with my health. So with that, all I have to say is, hope to see you on this journey. Live the faith, ride it out, and I hope to see you on the trail.